Shoo. And they always got these. And they always having fun.
I'm Urs Heckmann from UHE, and I'm going to try and perform something here. It's my first ever gig, so please bear with me. I'm not used to performing. And we're gonna show, or I'm gonna show, how I control 4 oscillators with this box that we're building, or that we are going to build. And yeah, I think I just start, and I'll try to keep it down to, like, hopefully less than 10 minutes, and then maybe I can explain what you can actually see, or what you did here. Okay, I'll start. One more thing. It's a joke that I start with noise through phaser. But I think it's mandatory for a modular performance to start with noise through phaser. Hey, okay. Thank you very much. As you surely have noticed, that one oscillator is just awfully off, but the delay was just way too loud in the beginning. But yeah, my apologies. So what happened here is that we made this little module here. I can try to. It's got nice and shiny colors and stuff. It's got 8 knobs, and with these 8 knobs, we can do a 4-in-4 matrix mixer, and it works like this: that 4 knobs are for the inputs, 4 knobs are for the outputs, and I can just take, I can just press the 3rd input, I can put it on the 4 outputs, or the other way around. I can choose one output and adjust the inputs. That's one of 4 modes that we're gonna do with this module, and it's DC coupled and has a range of plus minus 10 volts, and it's a digital module, and so we also added a quantizer and a sample and hold, so I can have a different scale on every output, and I can have a sample and hold with 2 CV inputs that I just clock here, and even a glide, but the glide is currently pretty endless. And what I do with it is I have a sequencer here. It's just 8 steps, an 8-step sequencer on one input. I've got a random source from marbles on another input, and I've got the 2 lanes from the pressure points on the other 2 inputs. And as I said, I control 4 oscillators with that. And during the performance, what I did was I changed the volume of the sequencer on the 4 oscillators, as well as, basically that was the main thing that I did here. And I used I set it up so that the one row of pressure points transposes 2 oscillators, and the other row adds an offset, so it's an interval. And I used the blues scale because I thought it sounds a little bit more like, you heard it. So it's got this extra blue note in there, which I like. And that's basically the gist of what happened. And I can maybe demonstrate just one oscillator. What I'm doing here. So I'll turn one oscillator back on, and hopefully one that's stable. Let's see. Got this one. I'll just do a bit of that, right? And what you hear is, apparently I have a bit of the sequencer on this, and I can probably turn it down a little bit. And I think it's this one. Oh no, it's this one. No, it's not, it's this one. Also not. Here, this one. Found it. Okay, that's called preparation. Okay, so here I have the view where I put the sequencer onto my oscillator, so I can add a little bit. And I can make it faster, I'll make it faster. Yeah, and just by that I can create completely different, well, not quite very different, but different tunes. And I still have the pressure points on it, so I can do whatever. Sound kind of pleasant. Still too much delay on it. I don't know how to get rid of it. Don't worry. And then I can add a bit of randomness from this one, from the marbles. Yeah, it's coming. Okay. Right, and yeah, there's just one voice, and you can do that with 4 voices. So I think it's 10 HP, and it can become a center point or a center module for a small case with a couple of voices, where you want to try to be in tune, and if it works with being in tune, and oh, and it's gonna have presets. It doesn't have that yet, but there'll be 8 presets, so you can in between just say, oh, I have this new part, and I want a different scale, and a different transmission, and you just press a button, and then it will work. And yeah, that's the one mode. The next mode, because we got 2 minutes, the next mode will use the 4 inputs and 4 outputs for a 4-in-4 sequential switch. I love sequential switches, and I can make this quieter again. I love sequential switches, but they're usually 1-in-4 or 4-in-1 or even 8. And when you have a small system, there's like, you always feel like you're wasting, right? So it's like you gotta sacrifice 4 things to control one thing, or you got one thing, but you can only use it for 1 out of 4. And with this, we can just jumble wherever. So we got 4 inputs, we can route them wherever. We can be at the same time on this and this and this, and another one there, and then with the next clock, it's going to be somewhere else. And there will be sequences for that, and still attenuation, so it will be a little bit like a sequencer as well. The third mode will be just your ordinary double ADSR, so ADSR, ADSR, and then you click this and you set up modulation for the decay from some whatever CV, and you say, hey, this is going to be my slope, and can make it exponential and stuff, and hey, I want to have a gate signal while the decay is on, that kind of stuff. In the fourth mode, we're almost done. The fourth mode will be pairs of options for the inputs and outputs. So each input and output pair can be an LFO or a mini function generator like AD whatever, and a quantizer or a slew rate limiter or a random source, I think is what we had in mind. And that is about it. So this is Civilization. Yeah, I would say stay tuned. It's a prototype. It's going to come out at some point. We don't really know what's going to cost. It's going to be under 300 euros, including tax. And what else do we need to say about it? I think that's about it. We know more. You find us at our booth just straight up out there next to the big stairs. Okay, thank you.